What's up? It's week 3.
We want to congratulate you for putting in the time and effort necessary to get this far.
By now, we've covered the basics on how to understand where you're at and how to improve your time management to fit the workouts we design into your schedule and meet the nutritional guidelines we set to create that positive change.
Today, we'll be sharing the SET principle with you, as well as the Fit VP model and how to apply it to your fitness, nutrition, and accountability to increase your perspective on what it means to grow from an evidence-based point of view.
So, SAID stands for Specific Adaptation to Impose Demands. In a nutshell, this principle demonstrates that given stressors on the human system, whether neurological or biomechanical, there will be a specific adaptation to the demands you place on it. In fitness, you can see this through someone who wants to go from a bodyweight squat to a barbell squat. That person will impose the specific demands necessary to their biomechanical system, like incrementally adding more weight, adding more repetitions, among other methods, to yield the biggest returns on that one movement.
In nutrition, you can see this through someone who wants to lose weight. They will have to impose specific adaptations to both their neurological and biomechanical systems, since they will have to change their eating habits and make their body perform the same routine while in an energy deficit.
Applying new demands to your accountability is also important, and we're here to make those new demands as easy as possible on you. We have set expectations for you during this challenge for communication, movement, and nutrition. The only way to see results is to meet those expectations. Some of you might still be struggling meeting expectations, whether that be the nutritional windows or number of weekly exercises. We should have created solutions together by now to make sure that you have systems in place to meet expectations, but if there are still obstacles stopping you from being more consistent, schedule a call. We're here to help out, so please utilize us.
The question is, how do we progress in a way that lasts for the rest of our lives? A lot of people want to go from the person they currently are to the person they want to become within the shortest time possible, often resorting to shortcuts and unsustainable methods to do so.
However, a perspective that I've adopted and share with my clients is to treat the path between you and the new version of yourself like a rock wall.
To get to the top of the rock wall, you need to find out what the top is by finding the last rock you have to get to ring the bell or whatever that may be.
Once you see that top rock, it's only a matter of seeing which rock you have to get to before that one, where to put your foot before that one, so on. You work backwards from the top rock goal and create a plan on how to meet yourself where you're currently at.
So Adrian, what are some strategies you can utilize on your rock wall path towards your goals to get you there faster?
Good question. The Fit VP model is an evidence-based solution to make sure that you have options on how to keep positively challenging your body to progress in your fitness. All of these methods can be applied to both your cardio and muscular training.
So the F stands for frequency, basically meaning how often you're training each muscle group or your cardiovascular system. A general recommendation for cardiorespiratory frequency is 3 to 5 days per week, and for resistance training, you'll be looking at around 2 to 3 days per week. A lot of us are busy, so you probably won't be able to increase the number of times you go to the gym. But as long as you hit the minimal 2 full body days of resistance training and 150 minutes per week of low intensity cardio training, and yes, your steps do matter, you can use the other methods on the Fit VP model to influence your growth.
Intensity is what it sounds like. How intense are your workouts? One way to measure intensity is something you probably already noticed in the software called an RPE scale, or rate of perceived exertion, from 1 to 10. As long as your resistance training in the gym is at an 8 or above, and honesty is important here, guys, your intensity should be fine. If you're working out and you feel like things are too easy or at a 6 out of 10 intensity, be careful, because you're dangerously close to wasting your time in the gym, since you won't be imposing any new demands on your body to force it to grow. As far as cardiovascular training goes, a general rule for low intensity cardio is cardio that allows you to hold a conversation or recite the ABCs while performing it. High intensity cardio would be cardio that would force your sentences during conversation to become choppy, since you'd have to catch your breath between words. Remember, all you need for basic cardiovascular health is 150 minutes of that low intensity cardio or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity cardio per week.
As far as time goes, you don't really have to increase the time of your workout from 45 minutes to 2 hours. One strategy to use during your workout is to increase TUT, time under tension. This can be seen during a squat by holding the squat position for a second more before coming back up and finishing the rep. This will inspire growth and should definitely be utilized during shorter workout sessions that can only fit a low number of movements.
The second T, type, is basically what kind of exercise you're performing. So this can mean graduating from a bodyweight squat to a goblet squat, or a push-up using your knees to bodyweight push-ups. This can also mean focusing more on muscular hypertrophy, which utilizes a higher RPE range, usually from 8 to 10, rather than muscular endurance, which usually utilizes a lower RPE range from 4 to 8 for a longer period of time. For cardiorespiratory health, this can be utilizing high intensity sessions from time to time to force your heart and cardiovascular system to become stronger as you add more stress to it.
Last on our Fit VP model is volume. And it can be summed up by increasing the number of reps, either by adding another set, so going from around 3 to 4, or by adding 3 to 5 more reps to each set, going from around 12 reps to 15. For the cardiorespiratory system, this would be by adding 5 to 10 more minutes on your low intensity days, or by adding another set or round of high intensity cardio to your current circuit, or by adding more resistance to your current cardio circuit through upping the settings on the machine, or by adding a weighted vest or ankle weights to your regimen.
Progression is basically adding everything we've covered so far to your current cardio/resistance training methods to make sure that you keep progressing. It doesn't have to be all at once. You can add just one method to your sessions to impose a higher demand on your body. Again, our body and minds won't grow unless you make them.
I'll finish with a quote. Our current habits and systems best serve the current versions of ourselves.
So if we want to create different versions of ourselves, we'll have to create different habits.
Have a good workout, y'all.
Later.